Okay, we're at Pathfinder in Hudson Oaks, Texas. So the beer that we have here is called a Camp Juice, a Road Trip, Texas Tea, and a Gloucester Stick. The Road Trip is supposed to be a cream ale. I'm going to try that first. Cheers.
Cheers.
And what's that one?
I have the Trail Haze IPA. I already sampled it and liked it.
Is that coffee? Like coffee in your beer?
No.
So this is coffee and vanilla. It's pretty good.
Oh yeah. Let me smell it.
It could be good for breakfast.
Breakfast beer.
Breakfast beer.
Breakfast beer.
Okay, that's pretty good. That was recommended, and that's pretty good. This is a Texas Tea, which is a red ale.
American ale.
It's nice and smooth. 2 out of 2. This one, I forget what it's called. Oh, it's a Gloucester Stick, I think is a
Strong ale.
strong American ale. It's a little bitter, but not too.
And then I have got another sample was the Camp Juice
Camp Juice.
IPA. It sounded like a juicy IPA, and it's good. It's really good.
Which one do you like better?
I need to go back.
It gets tough though.
It gets tough.
Man.
I like them both. They're just a little bit different. This one is a little less hazy, a little smoother. It was good. What's your favorite?
I think I'm going with the Road Trip, which is a cream ale with coffee and vanilla in there.
Did they say pecan too?
No.
No, they didn't say pecan.
Nope.
Okay.
Yep, that's my winner of these 3.
Yeah.
Here's a few pictures of the inside and the outside. It's very basic, very roomy. A picture of the bar. Here's picnic tables under some shade outside. Some more on the other side. It's got a big area to play in the grass. And a banner of their championship beer.
Rob, go ahead.
Hi folks, I'm Eric Addison. We're at Pathfinder Brewery here in Hudson Oaks, Texas, just outside of Fort Worth. Cheers!
Cheers. So how long have you been here?
Next month, July, will be our 2nd anniversary. So
Congratulations.
July 23rd is our anniversary. Put that on your calendars.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So what made you decide to start a brewery?
Wow, that's a long question, a long answer, so I'll try and make it short. I brewed beer before the internet was around, and it was great. I took a long hiatus, and then I met my wife, my now wife, and I was looking for something to do fun on a date, and I was like, oh, I'll brew some beer. That'll be cool. She'll like that, and that reignited the passion for beer. And so it's been an addiction, a passion of mine for a long time. So that's what made me want to open a brewery.
So when you opened the brewery, how many employees did you have?
When I opened the brewery, I had 1 employee. It was me and the brewer at the time, not the brewer that's here now. That was it. That was us. And then we had the misfortune of opening. We brewed our first batch of beer. Our second batch of beer when COVID was announced.
2019?
2020.
2020, okay.
Yeah. So, 2020, yeah. And nobody knew what was going on, but we just decided, heck, we're going to brew and do what we can. So we went through all the difficulties of only being able to sell beer to go, and then 25% occupancy, 50%, 75, and so on. So yeah, we had one employee when we first started.
Well, you made it.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's all downhill
Next
from
year
here.
we did- Well, yeah, it's all easy now, right?
That's right.
So how many employees now?
So we still run very lean. There's me, I work here full time. There's the brewer, Austin. Kelly's our front of house manager, and then Josh is our sales guy. So what is that? 4 of us. So there's 4 full-time staff, and then we have 3 to 5 part-time bartenders. Yeah, so that's our staff now.
Are you open 7 days a week?
No, we are open Thursday through Sunday. We're trying to add a Wednesday, but staffing is really hard right now. It's just difficult to find people. So we're going to stick with Thursday through Sunday for a while.
What about distribution? Do you just distribute your beer?
Yeah,
or
so we
keep it local?
self-distribute.
Okay.
So you can find our beer. I think the farthest east we are now is Euless, but we're all over Parker County, and we're getting into Fort Worth. You can
Okay.
find us at a lot of places in Fort Worth.
Good. All right. Do you have anything else? Who comes up with your names of your beer?
So it's a combination. It's I came up with most of the original names for the first, I don't know, dozen beers that we brewed, but now it's mostly a group effort. I come up with a new beer style that we're going to brew, write the recipe, and then we just all sit around and drink beer and think about names that aren't taken by another brewery, right?
Yeah.
And that's the
Yeah.
hard part, right? Because you come up with a great name, and then you find out another brewery already is using that name.
So what's your favorite beer here?
I get asked that question a lot. My favorite beer is whatever we just recently released to the public, because I'm most excited about it. You know, we brewed it, so I wrote the recipe, Austin brewed it, it's ready, and I'm anxious to see what the public thinks about it, right? So that's my favorite beer. But to give you a more true answer, I guess, maybe not true answer, but I'm a big fan of Belgian beers and English beers. So you'll always find a Belgian beer here, just because like Three Dragons or Three Giants or even F Cancer, that's a Belgian bit beer. You'll always find a Belgian beer here. I haven't done English beers yet. Well, I sort of did. I did one, but I didn't call it English beer because they don't sell well. But those are my 2 favorite
Huh.
styles, Belgian and English.
Okay.
And we ask, you know, we noticed that you are involved with the ALS, ALS for ALS.
Yeah.
Is that a charity that you're involved in, or?
Yeah, we actually support a couple of charities. ALS, we support because Kelly, our front of house manager, her grandmother passed away from ALS. And so that one's near and dear to her. So we brewed a beer called Flying Flames, which is a tribute to her grandmother. Her grandmother was in a trapeze group called the Flams, right?
That's
So
neat.
Flying Flames. And that's where that beer that came about. That was all Kelly. She named the beer, she decided the style and all of that. So it's all based on Kelly. We also support the American Institute for Cancer Research because my wife survived a very rare form of cancer called NK T-cell lymphoma. And so F Cancer was the tribute beer when she went into remission. So she beat all the odds.
Cancer.
That's
That's
good.
very
That's
good.
really
F
good,
Cancer,
yeah.
Yes. So we take a portion of the proceeds from F Cancer and donate that to the American Institute for Cancer Research.
Very nice.
Very nice.
And when I asked her what beer she wanted to brew to celebrate her remission, we drank a beer, I don't know if I can say the name, but it was Brux de Bruxellensis. We would drink it every summer in the pool, and she said, I want a beer like that. So that's how we came up with, my F Cancer is my version of Brux de Bruxellensis.
Oh, cool.
That's all right.
Anything else?
No, that's kind of, we're out of questions.
Yeah.
You're out of questions?
Yeah.
We're out of
Okay.
questions. Anything else you want to include on the video?
Move on.
Anniversary party, July 23rd. Come
Yes.
on out. We're going to release several new beers. We have a barrel-aged Russian Imperial Stout called the Barrel-Aged Beer of Vile Darkness. We're bringing back our Märzen. It's called Fest Beer. That will be available. We brewed a peach shandy that will be available.
Oh,
For,
yay.
yes,
We're in
right?
search of
We like the
peach.
peach
We like the
beer.
Parker County. Yes. Yes.
So we have a lot of things going on. We have live music, and then we'll have several food trucks that day as well.